You can't be subtle. You don't have to be overt every time. You can use metaphors, you can use allusions, references, you can use satire, comedy, because some people cannot differentiate between satire and sincerity, and some people can. So you can use all shades, you can use comparisons, you can use assumptions, you can start a sentence that you don't finish, then you use the imagination of the listener or the reader that he completes the sentence depending on his mindset or his understanding of the topics you're talking about. Sometimes you don't even have to say the names, you don't even have to talk about the groups. Those who know will know, those who don't, they will find out. And some people will write about you and just help clarify it. So even then when they have issues about what that does it actually mean, what does he or she mean to say, with that work of art or with that speech or with that YouTube video, they don't have to come to you. The discussion will be open just by not being too clear, uncertainty, ambiguity. It helps. It increases interest and intrigues the person listening to you. So be smart about it, not just strategic, but be smart, be witty, be compelling, captivating, riveting. So let me finish with a story. There was a young man going through the world. He thought that he would become an athlete, and he thought that people would love him for his physical prowess. Then he found out that a lot of people that were even stronger than him and known than him were all unhappy, and he found out that all these people they only had a short amount of time to make their mark and to be known, and after that they were just hanging out with other people that were known to be part of the elite. But then he said, no, if I'm going out like that, I won't have done what I truly want to do. I won't have helped as many people as I wanted to, because he understood he was not an entertainer. He was an educator. He understood that he was not an attacker, but he was an advocate. And then he had a change of mind. You see, it's just a monologue. He didn't encounter thousands of people in this story. He just had the thought of, how can I help as many people as possible? And how can I have my family close? And he prayed. And then God said to him, do what your inner child needed. Do what you needed and what you had when you were completely happy. Go back to it and capitalize on that. Monetize that. Magnify your happiness. Magnify your wisdom. Speak up, not for your glory, but for my glory. Because now the boy understood that all he was seeking through these endeavors, through trying to become an athlete or musician or an intellectual or somehow renowned and world known, was his own glory. But that's where he was wrong as a Christian. It's not about who you are in this world. It's not about how big you are in a world that despises yourself and people that believe like you and the God that you and all your brothers and sisters in Christ believe in. It's about how can you make God known and how can you help humanity as much as you can until Christ returns. Knowing that the boy, now a man and a father, returned. He had a lot of arguments and talks with his wife and with his blood family before that. And then he was like, no, I'm not happy. I cannot be happy doing what I thought I wanted to do. I need to change everything, my outlook. And I need to speak up more. I need to truly become an advocate, not just an expert who's too timid or too stuck up, too standoffish. And then when he realized that, he said, let's get back on the camera. Let's get back to the drawing board. Let's get back on the notebook and start journaling and start jotting down ideas and keep writing poems and prose. Let's keep writing. Let's keep making music. Let's keep using everything to make God known and help humanity. And here I am now, making videos again, talking about topics in breadth and in depth that I have never talked about. And I will keep going, of course. It's just the beginning. It's just the beginning of my new beginning. Here I am, an advocate. INFJ 4 Wing 5. All glory to God. God bless you. And as always, the first shall be the last shall be first.